exhaust activation. Are we ready to hear it? Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video. A lot of you said stop saying today's going to be a fun day, so I'm not going to say it anymore. Today's going to be slightly, yeah, I'm going to get used to it. Anyway, behind me we have my Rover Sport SVR, and I've been modifying this car recently. It's been my car for roughly around a month, maybe a month and a half, and we've been going to town in terms of modifying it and making it my own. First modifications that we did is we kind of added carbon fibre to the car, all around the front, all on the seat backs, etc. And the side steps, they were actually the first, and after that we went and we did the wheels as well, the 23-inch wheels. We'll walk around it, etc. That was stage 1 and 2. And today we're going to be revealing stage 3, because this car now has an aftermarket exhaust fitted to it. The guys down at Urban did a little trick, put an exhaust system on it, and today we're going to drive it for the first time so you guys can hear it and just let this car do the talking in terms of the noise, because that's one thing I really wanted with a daily driver, is something that really just has character. And in terms of SUVs, there's not many out there which have more character in terms of noise, in presence, etc. than a flipping Rover Sport SVR. New shape. The old shape's still cool, but the new shape with all the carbon and everything, it is mental. And I'm intrigued to see, well, I've already heard it myself personally. I'm intrigued for you guys to see what you think to this noise, because the new ones are quieter, but this ain't quiet anymore, trust me. Here we have it, my SVR sat there, look at it, sat there. I do say that too much as well. But like I say, we've done mods to it and I've made it my own. I'm going to overlay images when I first got it from Saxton's, and it looked good, don't get me wrong, but now I feel this car is now completed. There's a tiny thing we're going to do to the back of the car, but apart from that, we've done the wheels. We've done the sort of carbon. It did come with this actual carbon bonnet which you see here, but the carbon which is everywhere else, which I have banged on about too much, there on the back as well. So it now has a full carbon fibre kit as well. It has the 23-inch wheels, it has the side steps. This is a fully kitted out SVR, pretty much the best spec you can get. Well, it is the best spec you can get. Full carbon SVR is like the best you can get. The only thing we've not done is we've not put the extended front bonnet on it from Urban and the rear bumper from Urban. But apart from that, it's in my opinion, and what a lot of people have been saying online, it's the best spec SVR in the country. Well, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. You do have to do, and I keep talking about it, is the flipping exhaust. They are the exhaust tips. The exhaust has been done, but the exhaust tips will be done. Not a modification video, don't get me wrong, but yeah, that's all going to be finished. So you're probably looking at this going, oh well, exhaust, you haven't touched the exhaust. Well, it has, because underneath there, pipes have been changed. The guys at Urban have put on a kit on there, and now it is flipping loud. It's got a loud exhaust on it, but what I wanted, and I really wanted to keep it, is the original tip, because when they're blacked out, honestly, you wouldn't even know there was an aftermarket exhaust, and that's kind of what I wanted, because my old one, we had the carbon fibre tips, which came out there, but on this new shape, it doesn't make sense to change the tips. I like how they are, there's no point changing them, and yeah, we've left them as they are. But there is a system on there, which is crazy, isn't it? I cannot believe that is my daily driver. It is so cool, but just wait till you hear it. It is mad. And getting a new one, because of all the emissions and everything which is happening with the country, etc. These new cars are very, very quiet. They are, and when it first came, and when I started it up in the dealership, I was like, what's going on? There's no noise. But I knew that a modification had to be done to it. But the old ones, how they come, they're already flipping loud. And then I went and put a Quicksilver system on it, and it was just ridiculous. We will compare, but it was amazing on the old one. As a Chinook flies over, that's chaos. Oh my god! One thing which we are going to do, and one thing which is very important now we've got the exhaust system on, is this button just here, the exhaust button. On the older one, it sort of sits around here, and now we have it up here, so it's just touch and when the car's on, etc. And this exhaust system which we have on here is Valvetronic, so we do need this button. Okay, let's hear it with exhaust button off, okay? That's the exhaust button off. Can I just state? Off. You know I was going with that one. Off, not on. Off! Chaos! Right, let's get on to on. I've been listening to some Michael Bublé, he's chaos as well. Right. That's on. Okay, little bit of exhaust closed. That's exhaust closed. We are going to go onto quieter roads where you can hear it better. That's closed! Closed! Just needed the centre pipe part to make it into what it is today. I believe a massive pipe's gone on the bottom, and that, listen, pots and bangs happen every time. The exhausts are shut. The exhaust at this point are shut. In my older SVR, it was always open. When you're on the motorway, it just gives you a little bit of a drone. And on these cars, the best thing to do is turn it off. And you're probably thinking, well, the exhausts are shut. But you listen now, nothing. But then when we press the exhaust button, all hell breaks loose. And it's the perfect level, because I could be literally driving down the road, cruising, and you wouldn't really know you're in an SVR. Obviously you've got the high, you're high, you've got the comfort, you've got SVR in front of you in carbon, that's all very nice. But you want to turn it off. It does do your head in. And I was in and out, honestly, within half an hour. No, it was probably an hour. It took an hour to do the whole thing. And then it has now changed. Okay, so this is exhaust closed. Should we hear it? You still get the pops and the bangs? Oh my God. And actually when it was stock, you got no pops and bangs whatsoever. Now we have them. Exhaust activation. Are we ready to hear it? We press it and we go. Okay. Oh my, listen on the override. Ah! Oh, flipping hell. Where'd that come from? There's no drone as well. There we go, I flipping felt that underneath my feet. I'm gonna overlay some GoPro clips because I'm probably doing 4 miles to the gallon right now. Well, the fuel's just gone down 10 miles. I'm definitely not driven 10 miles. Bangs come out of nowhere. I don't know what is going on in terms of how. Oh! like, I can't predict when it happens. It's so much quicker as well than the older one. It's got an extra like 50 brake or something. So you feel that, you feel all the power you need. Yes, it's shocking on fuel. I'm not gonna go into how bad it is on fuel. I'm gonna leave that for another video. But that's not why I bought it. Character. I think the character is one of the best parts of owning something like this. And once you've had one, everyone that's had an SVR usually ends up going back to getting another one. And I'm going to turn the exhaust button on right now because we're just entering a tunnel, and I will be back right with you. You could go out there, you could spend, okay, in the top SUV bracket, you've got the SVR, you've got the G-Wagon. G-Wagon is not going to make the same amount of noise as that, but it might actually be quicker in a straight line. Yeah. You're going to have a Lamborghini Urus. Okay, that sounds pretty mental, but you're also going to spend 200 grand, maybe more. You could pick one of these up for, let's say, £90,000. You could put a deposit in, you could pay £900 a month. You have everything you want in a car. You could literally have, in terms of sports car, SUV, everything all in one car. And when I was talking to the guys down at Premier Sports in my last video, they said it's quite funny. When we sell someone an SVR or like an SVR, that's all they want, because they get everything all in one. It's the whole package of everything all in one vehicle. And that's what's so crazy about them. That is what you have. You don't, what more do you need? You've got the noise, you've got the comfort, you've got the speed. You actually do have the speed, over 500 brake or whatever. I mean, what more do you want? So I've quickly pulled over because I want you to hear this on idle. Obviously, pops and the bangs and everything which has been going on there, it is mad. Honestly, having the best time ever. I've done probably a tank of fuel, yes. And that is one thing which it will do. But apart from that, it's got so much character now. It's literally completed. We have completed this car. Well, I mean, there might be other things, but listen, I've left the exhaust button on because I want you to hear the rumble. What? That is just how it is when you've got the exhaust button on. You have a really nice rumbling sound. I just can't get my head around it. I honestly can't get my head around just how much fun this is. I hope a lot of you get the chance to experience one of these, because once you drive one, it's hard to find something else which is more fun to drive. Obviously it's GT3RS, but it's an SUV, it's a flipping SUV. I hope that answers a lot of questions in terms of why I ended up getting another one of these. And that is it. What you've just seen today is exactly why. So what I'm gonna do now, obviously fuel it up, but then I'll enjoy a nice journey back to London, and it just ticks all the boxes. I can have my music on cruising, they're so smooth. And to answer what a lot of people said is the 23-inch wheels, the ride of the car is so wrong. No, with the air suspension and everything, it hasn't changed the ride. The ride is amazing. One of the best cars I've been in terms of ride. There'll be more content coming up with this car. I've got ideas coming up, and I actually, as mad as it sounds, I really want to do a track day in it, genuinely. Because when you put it into dynamic mode, the suspension gets much stiffer, and I don't think it would be bad around a track, genuinely. So round a track is something which I really do want to do. Okay, there we go. I've just returned and the car is pretty filthy. Country roads, black car means dirty car. So I'm going to clean it again. I cleaned it before this video actually, to be honest with you. And now I'm going to clean it again. And I've actually just left my GoPro on the top of the roof. Hope you have enjoyed the sounds of this crazy car. I've just been on the road for like, what, 20 minutes, half an hour? And now it's absolutely filthy. The only negative when owning a black car in the winter is that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm gonna head on my way now back to London, but massive thanks to the guys at Urban who fitted the exhaust to it. It's really cool. This winter I'm gonna be having so much fun. Won't be getting stuck anywhere in that. Whenever people say it to me, SVRs, they've just got everything all in one, the all-round package for a car. That, for me, wins the game. But I hope you've enjoyed it, like I said. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, guys, and I will see you all very soon.